latest episode, that SEC podcast. I'm your host, Michael Bratton. Go by SEC Mike on the Twitters. And there's he is, everybody's favorite cousin Shade. What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on, Shane. We're getting the playoff reveal, the latest one coming up here. So,
who's getting screwed today?
hopefully not anybody in the SEC, but I don't feel good about it. Do you?
I know, man. They've been chirping. They've been pleading their case all week, and I'll tell you what, I get sucked in, and I feel like we need. There's a couple, right? It's Texas, it's Vanderbilt. Those are the two that kind of keep coming up in my feed. I don't know about you, Mike, but I think especially Vanderbilt, 2-loss. I mean, got to get them in there.
Gotta get them in there.
Got to get in there. Jesus. Carson Lee says you win 10 games in the SEC. You cannot let another conference that has 10 wins in. You know what I'm saying? It is not the same. My 10 wins is not like your 10 wins.
I think you picked against them all 10 times, Shane.
I'm just saying. It took 10 wins for them to suck me back in and say, you know what? They deserve a spot.
Yeah, no doubt. So we're going to get into that. We got the SEC championship coming up.
Yeah.
Buddy. We got some coach clips. We got some new coaches, Shane. 3 introductory press conferences yesterday. We got 2 tomorrow, so we'll have more coverage of those when they hit. But, man, football, just SEC especially, it just never slows down, does it?
It doesn't. It doesn't, Mike. I mean, as soon as I disconnect for a few hours, I come back to 3 emergency podcasts that Mike did without me.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this today, Mike, and I don't know what your thoughts are. You know, we took some hits today in the one of my favorite lists that we do in the offseason, coaches we'd like to have a beer with. And, you know, we lost Pittman, which was always at the top of our list. And believe it or not, Coach Stoops was also up there, you know. So I'm wondering with these new guys, you know, is there any that are going to kind of sneak into that list and have a cold beer with us?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't even think you have to guess who mine is, do you?
No. Yeah, actually, let's guess.
So if anybody missed it, you know, Jon Sumrall.
Yeah.
Did you hear? I don't know if you heard this, Shane, how much you caught. You know, all these press conferences pretty long.
Yeah.
But when his playing career came to an end at Kentucky, he had an injury. Mm-hmm. You know, it worked so hard, and then he was a player up there. If you didn't know, he was a linebacker, I believe, up at Kentucky. Had a career-ending injury. He said, "Well, I went to the beach and drank enough beer to where I forget that I had this injury, and then they asked me to be a GA." So that's how his coaching career got started. But hey, let's continue this in a second, Shane. We got the rankings revealed. James Madison, what? That's this level. I didn't realize that.
I owe him money.
25, North Texas 24, Iowa 23, Georgia Tech 22, and then who was that? Houston 20. What the heck, Shane? Tennessee? Could Tennessee not beat Houston, Georgia Tech, Iowa, North Texas? What the hell are we doing here?
I ain't gonna lie. I saw James Madison. I thought we were doing like some other show. You know, I thought, is this like Carson Newman's gonna pop up here in a second? You know?
I mean, this is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. This is just, I don't know. They helped somebody get a bonus. You know, that's what that did.
Now here's 20, Shane. Tulane, Jon Sumrall. Shout out, he's an elite coach. 19, Michigan. 18, Arizona. 17, Virginia. 16, Southern Cal. I don't think we got to a damn good team yet, Shane. We're at number 16.
No. All of those teams, you take, 10 of those, put them in the SEC. Nah, they're not going to bowling. You know what I'm saying? Not going bowling. Oh, geez. What a list. Hey, well, I mean, we don't see Vanderbilt yet. Yeah, so that's a good sign.
Hey, Derek says Jon Sumrall's coaching career started like Shane's podcasting career.
Uh-oh, here we go.
15, Utah.
2-loss Utah, sitting at the 15th spot.
A lot of people commenting on this hat, Shane. We need to figure out a way to get it on the store here. Vanderbilt, 14. No movement from Vanderbilt after whooping Tennessee's ass.
No other team did that. No other team went to Knoxville, beat them by 3 scores.
So this is what they do, Shane. This is how they get you.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt has arguably their best win of the season.
Yep.
So they're like, yeah, how can we devalue it? Let's kick out the team that was, I think, 20th. Let's just kick them out of the poll.
Yeah.
Now they don't have a ranked win. Texas 13. They jumped 3 spots. So they jumped Vanderbilt. That's even worse for Vanderbilt, but good for Texas. They're still alive.
Out. They're still out.
I was going to say alive. Yeah. Let's get the people hope, Shane. There could be mass chaos here.
Nah, that's pathetic, and honestly, Sarkisian had me when he talked about everybody in front of him and compared the top 10 wins that they had. You know what I'm saying? He got me in. Now, Cristobal did bounce back.
Yeah.
Speaking of
12, Miami.
9-3 Texas should be over 10-2 Miami, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But Cristobal did come out and say, well, we do have a common opponent. Y'all got beat by Florida and we beat them by 20 points. So that's kind of that was his argument.
I guess he's got a point if we're just going off one damn game, but I don't believe Miami's beaten A&M or.
No, I think Lee made a better comment. He was just talking about, we're just trying to make people happy at this point, right? That's all we're doing. We're people pleasing. BYU is not the 11th freaking best team in the country, yet they're there on the list. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Sorry.
Hugh Freeze done found me.
Oh, jeez. Pirate got pissed off of that one, didn't he?
The ghost of the pirate letting us know this committee's full of shit. You know what?
Oh, jeez. We do this every year, Mike. We talk about these teams. And then when they get blown out in the playoffs, we're like, well, they had a good regular season, didn't they?
Man, not looking great for the SEC.
I think they kind of go the basketball route.
Notre Dame 10. They've dropped Notre Dame. It took them 12 weeks, but they dropped them. Dropped them 1 spot. So that means they put Alabama a spot higher.
Yeah.
So at least a spot higher, that's good for Alabama because, there's some discussion if they lose the SEC championship, could they be booted from the playoff? I think this move signals that they will not remove Alabama from the playoff regardless of the SEC champion. That would just be my assumption.
Do you think that's what they're doing, just cleaning up before?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We need to do this because if not, Notre Dame's going to want in.
So Alabama, number 9. Yeah.
We'll give you Bama, but we won't take Texas and Vanderbilt. Deal? Nick Saban must be negotiating his contract.
Because you really got to be top 10 to make the playoff. You know what?
And to be fair, Alabama's been playing worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that is true. I mean, maybe not worse than Notre Dame, but
no.
Not as elite as they have been.
Right. So, yeah, they're in. Now, if any chance Alabama loses, they get left out? Do you think that's a possibility at all?
I mean, yeah. But I think they're covering their ass to where Oklahoma's 8. So we'll see where Georgia's probably number 3.
Yeah.
Do you boot Bama out if you lose to number 3 on a neutral field? I don't think you do.
No.
But they could. But I don't know. This committee, anything goes. A&M, big drop here, 7, 4-spot drop for Texas A&M. But still home game. Ole Miss jumped up to 6, so that's good. They haven't docked them for Kiffin yet. So Ole Miss firmly in, and they would get a home playoff game.
Where would they be if Lane was still there? 3, 4?
I think probably the same spot. I just don't think they've docked them. Who's number 9? They're asking. Number 9 is Alabama. So Alabama jumped up a spot. So we got Alabama 9, Oklahoma 8, A&M 7, Ole Miss 6. And they're about to do the top 5. 5's Oregon. Number 4 is Texas Tech. They flashed it up there by accident. Did you see that?
Yeah, no, I was wondering. It's like, how'd you catch that?
They did it by accident.
Damn it. Somebody got fired.
So that means Georgia likely number 3. Yep, Georgia 3. and then the two bullshit Big Ten teams, top two. So it is what it is, but let's not give them any more ratings, Shane.
No.
Let's go do a recap here. So I'm sure someone posted it on Twitter just real quick. The top 25 of the college football playoff. We got Ohio State 1, Indiana 2. Get the hell out of here. Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4, Oregon 5, Ole Miss 6, A&M 7, Oklahoma 8, Alabama 9. Alabama moved up. That's crucial. 10, Notre Dame, they dropped a spot. They should drop about 6 more. BYU 11, Miami 12, Texas 13. They jumped up 3 spots, I believe. Vanderbilt 14, no movement despite their best win of the season. Yeah. Utah 15, Southern Cal 16, Virginia 17, Arizona, get the hell out of here, 18, Michigan 19, Tulane 20, Houston 21, Georgia Tech 22, Iowa 23, North Texas 24, and JMU, whoever the hell that is, 25. Shane, let me just ask you, Tulane, Houston, Georgia Tech, Iowa, North Texas, JMU. If they play Tennessee on a neutral field, are any of those teams within 7 points of Tennessee?
No, absolutely not, Mike. And it's, again, I mean, we could go further down the list if you want. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to just pick Tennessee here.
Auburn's playing better. I think Auburn could beat some of these.
I'd put Mississippi State in the mix. I'm just saying. Yeah, no. But again, it's. I don't understand. I don't know if they love the controversy. I don't know if this is just to give a few handouts to the the less thans out there in the conferences. But it's the same conversation every year. When we went to 4, we thought it would be fixed. It wasn't fixed. There was still one team sneaking in. Now we're getting 2 that are getting in here when you could have put 2 quality opponents from. It doesn't even need to be the Southeastern Conference, man. I'd venture to say it's probably another Big Ten team that probably beat some of these guys, but
right. And here's my biggest beef with this whole thing, Shane.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So we got the Big Ten's got 3 of the top 5, right?
Yeah.
And again, I get it. Those teams got good records. There's only one other Big Ten team, and it's 16. Mm-hmm. So they get 4, 3 of the top 5, and 16. So very top heavy. Or excuse me, they got Michigan too. Michigan is 19.
Yeah.
But the SEC, Shane, has number 3, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 13, number 14. So if you got half of the freaking top 14, I mean, let's not be stupid here. Doesn't that equate to the teams that have an excellent record in this conference are probably beating some really good teams? Yeah. Because you have to navigate the top. Half of the top 14 is SEC. This is a hell of a league. This isn't a league with 3 teams that are in it and then 2 more that are just barely top 20. I mean, it shouldn't be any more simple than that.
Right. And this severity that you get docked for losing a game. You know what I'm saying? Can you pull up Vanderbilt's schedule one more time? Because that's what they're saying, right? That Vanderbilt hasn't played anybody. But when you look at this schedule, brother, I mean, it could have easily went Mizzou 9 games, 10 games. It could have went. I mean, LSU had substantial amount of games that are one possession. Same thing with Auburn. So I feel like, and then like you said,
and here's another one, Shane. Again, was this team horribly overrated? Probably, but when they played them, Shane, South Carolina was number 9 in the country. Mm-hmm. And they went to Williams-Brice. Carolina was undefeated. I know it's very easy to sit here and say, well, that was a bullshit 4-8 team. Yep. I'm a huge believer, Shane. I don't know if you are, but in momentum and how the season plays out, could Vanderbilt week 2 or 3, could they have whooped Tennessee's ass? I don't think they could have. They got better. They started to have belief, and the confidence. Whereas the exact opposite with Carolina. Yep. Maybe they were overrated, but they were top 10. They whooped your ass at their place, sellout stadium. That was a good win at the time. We shouldn't just diminish it as like the worst team possible you could have beaten. I mean, I'm a big believer in that as well.
Mike, we went into this season saying if any SEC team wins 10 games, they're in, and I feel like that should be the standard. That there's no reason that a 2-loss team should not be in the college football playoffs because, like you said, we're not top heavy. We're deep. We're parity. This is parity. This is the definition of it right here.
And here's another example, Shane. Sorry to cut you off, but LSU, when they went to Vanderbilt, again, we could sit here and say, well, what the hell, LSU 7-5, they sucked. That was a playoff game, brother, because Vanderbilt had a loss. LSU had a loss. We knew the schedule. Neither one of whoever loses that game, if you win out, you can make it, but you're probably not going to win out. So that's the way that it is in this league. That was the highly anticipated game. Garrett Nussmeier was healthy. This was literally the best LSU's offense looked all season. Yep. And if you remember, it was Diego Pavia being damn Superman a couple times, and that won him the football game. I mean, if I'm on the committee, I'm thinking like that. But apparently they don't.
They don't because, like Sarkisian says, they don't watch the score. They watch the box score. They ain't got time. They're being told. It's like it's filtering. They're being told what to do, who to pick, that sort of thing. And why we don't have movement in the college football playoff, like once that first one comes out, it's almost damning depending on where you're at because you can't beat your way up. You can only lose your way out. And that's exactly what we're seeing year after year. And you know what? Put them in here, put them in this playoffs. And this ain't 24, man. I'm telling you right now, brother, SEC was down last year. They ain't down this year. I feel like there's going to be some ass whoopings in this college football playoff.
Yeah, and shout out Tolkien. He's saying, so what is the path? I think what he's asking is, who would they play, if I'm not mistaken? So, kind of like the current, format here.
Yeah.
It would be Ole Miss hosting number 11, and that's
a conference game. So
right. So winner of a, like a Tulane or I think most likely, Shane, would be the winner of Virginia. Yeah. If Virginia beats Duke, how ridiculous is that's a conference game. But assuming Virginia wins, I think they would travel, as it is right now, to Ole Miss, to Oxford, first round. I like Ole Miss chances in that one.
Yeah, no, that's very good. And I was looking at, there are some bye weeks, so it looks like Georgia would be getting one potentially right now. I don't know if the SEC championship would change that. I wouldn't imagine that it would. Was there any others? Texas A&M, did they get a bye week?
They didn't get a bye, but they would be hosting Notre Dame. Round one. So what a game. And we've seen it before, Shane. They beat them up at Notre Dame. Not a huge fan of rematches, but is what it is. And then Oklahoma would be hosting Alabama, Shane.
Oh, another rematch. Yeah. I'm with you. I wish we could mix that up a little bit, but I ain't kicking that out of bed either because I think that'd be a fun one.
I bet you're not kicking Shin out, or excuse me, Carl Junkins out, Shane. Vandy's 25 and 26-year-olds, skull drag balls, 19 and 21-year-olds. Put them in the playoffs, scrubbing toilet. Pavia will have a great career in the CFL as a backup.
Oh man, that's diehard ball right there. Can't let them have any moment. Best team ever, not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean they may never do this again.
Well, it's just I just find it funny. If LSU wins the close games, they win Vanderbilt, they win Ole Miss. I think there was another one. They're sitting there at 10-2, right?
Right.
Other than Alabama and Texas A&M, right? So does a 10-2 LSU get to the college football playoffs? Absolutely. Brian Kelly's retained. Everybody's happy. Lane Kiffin's still at Ole Miss.
Hey, shout out Shane. He gave us $20 due to the people-pleasing attitudes of the CFP committee. I'm afraid my horns will miss it, and I'll be subjected to watching both rivals we beat soundly, by the way, in the playoffs. I refuse to root for anyone else in the SEC. Go Indiana. Oh, no. I don't like that last comment.
No. Leave that part off.
But hey, they're, I don't want to say alive, but at least they gave him a move up,
Yeah. Think about it. I can't get over it. Maybe Sarkisian just sold me. This is why he's recruiting so well. You beat Oklahoma in the playoffs. You beat Texas A&M in the playoffs. You beat Vanderbilt, should be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The only team you lose to, other than it's just the Florida one, right? It's the one that got away from you there at the Swamp. By the way, you're looking at Ohio State, a team you outrushed 200 yards or out. Yeah, Sark. He's right. He's right. They deserve a spot in there, and I would rather have them in there than Texas Tech or one of the. Or I know Indiana. They've done everything special there, and we're gonna kiss his ass for a little bit, but that'll change once they lose another game.
Hey, shout out Token Shane. When you coming into the Grove, Mike and Shane, please make sure to let me know. Playoff game will be an event. Man, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That's the part. That's the best, right? Especially the Grove. They've been dealt some pretty shitty cards here at the end, right? But hosting a college football playoffs, come on now. It won't be tough to fill that son of a gun in, will it?
Looks like we had one more here. Doug B. Shane Pavia equals the next Cleveland Browns star quarterback.
Pavia, you think Pavia winning the Heisman? Nah, it's the Indiana kid, ain't it?
I think I talked about this earlier, but so it's Indiana, Ohio State in the Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
Both those quarterbacks are up for it. We'll have to see what kind of performance they have. If one of them goes insane and scores a bunch and leads his team to victory, I think it'll be that guy.
Yeah.
But if they both, as long as neither one of them has a really good game, I think it'll be Pavia, fair or not. I wish Pavia had another shot to prove himself, but I think he's done everything he can to prove that he's got to be there, and he'd be my winner.
Let me ask you another question, Mike. We're talking about these championship games mattering, not mattering. Is there a point threshold in your mind, like if this team gets beat by 3 touchdowns, maybe we knock them out, type scenario, or are you pretty much good with them moving on to the playoffs?
Of all the conference championships?
Yeah, let's just use ours. Let's be
No, I think they both got to be in.
Okay, even if Georgia beats them by 28 points.
Why do you hate Alabama?
I'm not saying it happens. I'm just saying, is there?
Last time I checked, Shane, Bama beat Georgia in Athens. I don't think that's happening, so I won't even entertain that.
Okay.
Ohio State, Indiana, I think they're both in 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one to watch, Shane. Texas Tech, BYU. For some reason, we got BYU in here. I don't even think they have an impressive win. Their best win is a close loss to Texas. I don't even think it was close, losing to Texas Tech. If Texas Tech can beat them again, give BYU another loss, maybe we can kick BYU out of here.
And move Notre Dame in? Yeah. You know it. You know it. Sorry, Longhorns.
What's really going to be funny, Shay, so this is on the table. I don't know if you realize this. So we got, I mentioned this already, the ACC championship.
Yeah.
We got number 17, Virginia, playing Duke. Duke is 7-5. If Duke wins, there's a shot the ACC gets none. And instead it'll be like Tulane and James Madison in the play. Because it doesn't have to be SEC, Big 10, Big 12, ACC. It's just the 5 highest rated champions.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they're not going to put Duke's ass in. They're 8-5. They're not going to rank them. I wouldn't think.
No. But they wouldn't put another team in. They would just pick another champion. Is that what you're saying? So it'd
right.
Be like
they would do. So Tulane's ranked.
Yeah.
James Madison's ranked, and Tulane is playing another ranked team. They're playing North Texas.
Okay.
So Tulane, North Texas, one of them guaranteed is going to be ranked.
Yeah.
And James Madison's 25. So if they win, I wouldn't imagine they're going to get knocked out of the rankings.
Is that why they ranked them, you think?
100%, I think.
Oh, my God. To get James Madison in. I swear. And I feel like, they're trying to be like like basketball's different. I feel like you get into the tournament there, a James Madison type school could pull off an upset or two. You know what I'm saying? Be that Cinderella team. It's not like that in football. You know what I'm saying? You line James Madison up against them Georgia Bulldogs. By God, we're closing this thing down at halftime. We're getting all the coaches' kids in. You know what I'm saying?
All right, buddy. Where would you like to begin? Oh, let me get your thoughts on this real quick.
Yeah.
Because it is signing day coming up.
Yep.
Tomorrow is the beginning of the signing period, and it runs through Friday. I did a little emergency, so people kind of already got my thoughts on it, but I'm just curious your thoughts, buddy. Mm-hmm. Again, nothing's official. He's even come out and kind of refuted this, but behind the scenes, it sounds like it's a done deal. I think he's just trying to create a little drama here. But five-star Nashville quarterback Jared Curtis allegedly flipping from Georgia to Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. Man, what's your thoughts on that?
I can't believe it. I mean, honestly, I feel like that is a sign of times are changing. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're able to do this, and I don't think it necessarily is a massive impact immediately. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, what are you talking about? 5-star sign of Vanderbilt? It's not about that for me, Mike. It's about consistency. If we consistently see some of these teams making these runs, these 9-10 win seasons over and over again, I feel like that's the moment we take a look and say, you know what? Vanderbilt is back. Right now, they're kind of teetering. They're right there at it. Is it magic in a bottle type thing? I don't know, man. I've seen some polarizing recruits that come in. I don't like this attitude, this wish-washy right here. I feel like if Vanderbilt's really going to steal some momentum, they need this guy to be the lightning rod, the new Pavia, if you will, and he needs to plant the flag and say, hey, who's coming with me, And if they get one of those type deals going, yeah, I would be very impressed. But the fact that he's already said, hey, whoa, I ain't told anybody yet, so I don't know where you're getting your news. That's a little worrisome right now.
Yeah. And apparently a big sticking point for him was nothing anti-Georgia. I mean, they're still dominant, right? But it's about Gunnar Stockton coming back, having to sit, whereas at Vanderbilt, Pavia, we think, Shane, he may come back. But by all accounts, Pavia's done. His lawsuit's about up,
Yeah.
Maybe he can get one of those 800 personal injury attorneys to find a way to keep him eligible. But as long as he's not there, the path to the field is there. And again, I shouldn't say all, but so many of these 5-star quarterbacks are nowhere near worth the hype.
Yeah, right.
But a lot of them are, Shane. A lot of them are. And if he is one that does hit, and he's a true freshman, and it'd be silly to sit here and say he's one of the best SEC quarterbacks immediately, but maybe one of the best freshman quarterbacks in the country, I think that makes Vanderbilt's staying power pretty significant if he's that good.
It does. But again, you're trying to predict what's going to happen in the future. I think, honestly, Mike, and I hate to say it because I used to absolutely love Nashville Signing Day, but it's lost a lot of luster, and the fact that he's going through all this, who's to say he's not in Georgia in the portal at the end of the season next year? You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm more, I guess maybe more dialed in for when that portal window opens, because that is a guy that can possibly, you're talking quarterback. It's extremely rare for a freshman quarterback, true freshman, to come in here and make a significant impact in the Southeastern Conference. It's more likely that a 2-3 year starter elsewhere is going to be able to come in. So that's kind of where I'm looking, but it is impressive. I'm not trying to shit on him here. I'm just saying it is impressive that you're flipping a quarterback nonetheless from the Georgia Bulldogs, but it's going to take more than just one player to sustain what Pavia and company have created up there.
Who's the best that you can think of in the SEC? Because I got one. You want to hear mine?
Best? What do you mean?
True freshman quarterback in SEC that you can recall.
I'll let you go. Let me think. You probably go.
Jalen Hurts, Alabama. He was SEC Offensive Player of the Year, not Freshman of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year.
Tough to compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Tough compete. Who was the coordinator?
Kiffin.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
For all we know, Shane Curtis is headed to LSU tomorrow. That's his pitch, Hey, I got Jalen Hurts, SEC Player of the Year.
He may. Kiffin's in them DMs. You know what I'm saying? Just whoa. Wait, see what we got here. You ain't got no money. You spending it all on 3 coaches right now. Oh Oh shit! No, I again, big run from Vanderbilt. We always told you that Vanderbilt could be a sleeping giant, and I truly mean that. And what you worry about, it's kind of like the Florida Gators. You know, they keep making these bad coaching hires, and who knows, Jon Sumrall may be the one that gets them right back. But all of us are just like, hey, yeah, just keep them down there. Keep them down there. It's like you don't want them to wake back up and become that powerhouse that we knew growing up. You know what I'm saying? Vanderbilt, we've never known them to be a powerhouse, but the location, the way that this community, the celebrities are starting to get involved and stuff, it could be the ticket. It could be this side Colorado. You know what I'm saying? We're like Vanderbilt could be the Eastern Colorado and be the exciting place to play if they capitalize on it. But it's a very, very small window, and can Coach Lee do that? That's to be determined.
Yeah, and I'm liking the early returns, but we do got a long way to go. You know what?
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know where you don't got to go a long way, Shane?
Where's that?
To get a nice Christmas gift this season?
Oh, please tell me.
Ridge.com/SEC. They got all kinds of deals going on over at Ridge.com. Shay, they sent me this here Ridge 2.0 wallet. Man, I love this bad boy. Keep your cards safe. Keep your money clip right here. They even got a keychain holder, which is, I mean, this sucker's heavy. This is made out of good stuff here. Titanium, aluminum. And I also like it, Shane, because it's got one of those... I don't know the official terminology, but it's a blocker. You know, so if somebody wants to come by and try to steal your credit card information, this sucker blocks all that. So go check them out, ridge.com/SEC. They got all kinds of deals, up to 47% off this week for the Cousins. Promo code SEC, ridge.com/SEC. Get you up to 40% off on this Ridge 2.0. And, Shane, I really wish I would have known this before they sent us one.
Yeah.
You can get them customized. They got all 16 SEC team logos. Ooh. So you can get logos, or they even got NFL, NBA as well. But, you know, we don't care about that. We care about SEC football, and they got you covered over at ridge.com.
Hell yeah. Christmas time, man. I'm telling you, you want to be the winner of the family. We're doing that little game where you're trying to pick the best present for your parents. You know, you guys got siblings over here. I've got them this, or I got her that. Nah, you get a Ridge wallet, especially if it's team. Oh, brother. I tell you what, you'll be the winner. You'll be the favorite.
Right. And shout out the Cousins. They're telling me it's called a RF blocker. See? Yeah. They're part of the Ridge family here. They know all about it.
What does it stand for?
Ridge, fudge, I don't know. Hey, all right. Wait, they're talking about the Lanestein files. So let's get into that, Shane.
Okay.
I got a couple clips here, including, I don't understand how this is not a bigger issue, but apparently this man can do whatever the hell he wants. Lane Kiffin says, well, Nick Saban told him to take this here LSU job.
Coach Saban kind of coached at another place in this conference, so I can't really say exactly what he said, but I'll say I think the world of Coach Saban, and I respect him, and so there's a reason.
So here we go, Shane. We got the man on College Game Day.
Yeah.
#1 college football pregame show saying, man, we got to let Lane Kiffin basically do whatever the hell he wants, have his cake, eat it too. Let him coach Ole Miss throughout the playoff, you know, make an embarrassment of the Rebels, and let him go to LSU, pursue his dreams. And at the same time, he's telling Lane, hey, go take that LSU job. So, again, I just think that's a horrible, horrible look right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Nick Saban wasn't doing that 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now he's being told what to do there at the house, you know. He's just glad he's able to give some advice still, you know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at. So take that with a grain of salt, man.
But, you know, again, all the fanfare, all this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And here's another one, Shane. Here's another one. I'm just kind of curious what your thoughts are. Lane Kiffin says they tried to run his ass off the road as he was leaving Oxford. Do you believe him? Let's check it out.
Call a cop that you know, so they'll help you because you personally know them because you are leaving the state, and you got to call them because you know you drive with your son and you got to turn around, and people are like screaming at you, trying to run you off the road. I don't know what they're going to do. And so that affects you in that airport scene and all the things being said. I understand it. It's the passion, but they're saying that about you, that you thought you did a really good job for 6 years for them. That affects you. And even on the plane down there, I'm kind of like, man, we made this decision, but God, I really, and I'm telling you, I landed last night. I can't even remember when it was. Okay, about 24 hours ago. When I got off that plane and I saw the board there and I saw the leadership and I felt the power of this place. And then we get in the car and as we're driving out and there's the fans, like just all of them out there at the airport and their excitement and their passion.
So one place they're trying to do harm to him, allegedly, and then the other, he's a king, which that's what he lives for, so good for him. But do you buy it, Shane? Do you buy it? The fact that this man, wherever he's going, he's got a police escort anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think people were trying to ram the police and him off the damn road?
No. It seems like that Florida coach with the bomb threat, I mean, no, hell no. Nobody's trying to run him off the road. And this is, oh, poor me, victim lane here. And I love how he says, I got off the plane and I saw the board and that big sack full of cash in the corner. And I just knew this was home, Oh, geez. It drives me nuts, man. Just listen. It's like the college football playoff committee, man. You left these guys high and dry. You knew exactly what you were going to do, and you drug it out, man. It's not like this was a decision you prayed about in one night. You knew exactly what you were going to do. Hell, you trolled Brian Kelly the entire time. You actually probably helped instigate him getting fired because some of your antics. So the fact that happened, and then now you're down here saying, well, I really wish I could have coached them guys, but hey, I'm here and the fans are awesome. So,
and again, the cherry on top of all this, Shane, I mean, it's kind of comical, but I think we can all agree we love our dogs, right?
Yeah.
Not this man. His dog was a prop that he didn't even take with his ass.
Yeah.
He just left it in Oxford. And again, that's kind of, it's doesn't mean anything. It's kind of comical, but I guess I'll be
Pete's juice. That's what I called it. It's old.
I mean, it just doesn't get any lower than that, in my opinion. You know what?
Golden juice. I don't know. I don't know how you word that, but yeah, when you find out the dog's fake, it makes me wonder. Kurt Herbstreit. I mean, do we know what's going on there? That dog does look different every time I see it,
Now, hey, I said all that bad stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something good about Kiffin because I think this is the right move. He made one right move here, apparently.
Yeah.
Shout out, and they've announced this is official, Shane. They're going to let all the coaches, aside from Kiffin, of course, all the assistants return to Oxford, most notably Charlie Weiss Jr., to be offensive coordinator, play caller for Ole Miss during this playoff run. He didn't have to do that. I can't even believe this is like a talking point. It's pretty standard procedure when a coach leaves. But hey, they're doing the right thing. I think this is great news for Ole Miss as they prepare for the college football playoff because there was apparently threats he was going to take the whole staff with him and they weren't allowed to come back. But this is at least some olive branch here.
I mean, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, I get it. I mean, I saw Weiss get on that plane, didn't you? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, he's a mole, man. He's in somebody's ear right now. He's collecting intel. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much accessibility does this man have? Have they at least limited some of his passwords? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Hey, that's what Shane Park says here. That he's just back there to recruit. But
yeah,
I think with Kiffin gone, you needed a play caller that is familiar with this team.
Yeah,
for this run. I just thought that was critical.
I always think about them movies that, like Wall Street's falling and the FBI's at the front door and there's somebody back there shredding paperwork. Maybe that's what he is. He's just back there, cleaning the internet history,
Getting rid of all of Lane's burgers in there.
Just shredding it, helping him out, man. Yeah, that may be it.
How about, we missed this one. Howdy Salmoff, appreciate you. I think Notre Dame will be left out if BYU and Duke win their games at number 7. Do you think the Aggies will play at Kyle Field? JMU, crazy. No, they're not leaving Notre Dame out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They're not going to put Duke in. But if BYU wins, then they're in.
Yeah.
But that's a problem because now Texas Tech is in as well.
Yeah.
So we got 2 Big 12s if that happens. So we should be rooting for Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship and try to get them down to 1. But
yeah,
that would be my thoughts there. And then Token Lane is a good coach, possibly great coach. He's also pathological liar, manipulator, sociopath that hurts or screws almost everyone around him. And this is Mr. He ain't leaving.
Yeah. Mike, go easy on Tolkien.
I tried to warn him is all I did.
Let me hear it, Mike. Let me hear you say it.
Appreciate you, Colton. He says, for a bunch of voltards, y'all are hilarious. Shin, appreciate you. Lane, Kiffin, if they'll do it to you, they'll do it to you. Watch your bag taggers. And I love this one from Pre-Durden. Now, we don't have the full schedule, so this is a little bit difficult, but which coach at their new school do you feel will win early next year? Which will have problems? Who do you think wins the biggest next year, Shane? LSU, Kiffin, Sumrall, Florida, Golesh, Auburn, Silverfield, Arkansas, or Will Stein, Kentucky, or Pete Golding, of course, Ole Miss?
Yeah. That's a great question. And, I'm thinking of some of the schedules that are coming up, which, they're going to be daunting, right? It's going to get harder in the SEC moving forward.
Any you'd like me to pull up here?
Maybe the Florida Gators.
Okay.
I feel like they have a little bit. I don't want to say easy. There is nothing easy in the SEC, but
we don't know the order yet,
right?
But here we got the 26 schedules. Whoops, wrong one here. Good thing I didn't have my P hub up. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. You got it there? All right, so here's the Florida. So they got Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
Campbell.
Uh-oh.
Georgia, of course. It's in Atlanta next year, which is interesting. At Florida State, at Auburn, Oklahoma at home, Ole Miss at home, South Carolina at home, Vanderbilt at home, at Kentucky, at Missouri, at Texas.
That may be the one. Honestly, man, there's so many variables, and I feel like some of these younger teams, like maybe an Auburn, maybe.
What about wild card Ole Miss? We get at Charlotte. Wow, we're going at Charlotte. That's pretty weird. Wofford, at Florida, at Oklahoma, Auburn, Georgia, LSU, Mississippi State, Missouri, at Texas, at Vanderbilt.
Kid Muss. Don't jinx Florida 10 months out, please, Shane. Give me them Gators. No, I feel like Ole Miss is going to take a step back.
Okay.
I feel like enjoy this run, right?
Let's go to your man Golesh here. Baylor in Atlanta. Remember, they screwed them out of a home game there. Mm-hmm. Their own school did. Southern Miss at home. Jacksonville State at home. At Alabama. Arkansas at home. Florida at home. LSU at home. Vanderbilt at home. At Georgia. At Mississippi State. At Ole Miss. At Tennessee. Good night.
Brother, honestly, I don't know. Going to 9, I just don't think there is an easy path now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
let's see what Arkansas plays. North Alabama at home, at Utah for some reason, Tulsa at home, Georgia at home, LSU at home, Missouri at home, South Carolina at home, Tennessee at home, at Auburn, at Texas A&M, at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, no, it's just going to be talent, man. So I'm going to probably go LSU then.
Okay.
I think LSU is going to be electric this offseason. If they were excited about Lane Kiffin, just be excited about what he's about to do to the portal. And, I mean, he's about to steal everybody's – lock your doors, lock your wives. He's coming for you. Just know it. And, I feel like LSU. But Florida, I just super talented, man. And if Jon can retain – if he can retain them, I feel like that could be another one that could be electric next year.
Hey, shout out Carl Junkins. He gave us $5 more. Shane Lane's leaving with those guys to recruit current players because he's lame. And then Tam, appreciate you. $20. Sorry, just jumped on. Does Ole Miss need Georgia to win for our standings Sunday? Love y'all cousins. Does Ole Miss need Georgia? I mean, they don't need them to because Georgia's going to, if they win, Georgia will move up.
Right.
That will ensure Georgia gets a bye. They're currently at a bye, but
I don't think Bama's jumping Ole Miss or anything. So
they could. Yeah, that's an interesting point. But even if they do, it's not gonna. So right now, Ole Miss is 6.
Yeah,
you get a home game if you're in the top 8. So Ole Miss is not going to fall 3 spots.
Yeah.
So they're good regardless, I think, for a home game.
For a home game. It's just who they're going to play.
Right.
Right. And I'd rather play JMU than Oklahoma.
Yeah. So that's a great question. I now that I think about it, if I'm Ole Miss, I am probably rooting for Georgia.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we got Chase. Appreciate you. So does everyone agree with Drink now? Playing games right about now for playoff. Hope sounds good, huh? Texas and Vandy. So in his model, Shane, it would have been pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the SEC standings. So these are the games we would have gotten this weekend. Alabama, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, Alabama versus Missouri. Winner goes to the playoff. Georgia versus Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Ole Miss versus Oklahoma. And Texas A&M versus Texas, buddy. And all the winners go to the playoff. That was Drink's idea. Would you sign up for that?
I would enjoy watching it, but no. I think better for me, Mike, would have been Vanderbilt and Texas in Atlanta for a play-in game for the college football playoff.
Right.
You know, the first 2 that are left out, and you could do the same thing with the Big Ten. I mean, we'd rather have them in than you got to get a Big 12, but like a BYU, you know? BYU should be replaced by the SEC buy-in game or whatever.
Right. Well, and then Chase goes a step further. He says 1 versus 2, and then 3 versus 8, 4, 7. But that'd be 5 teams in. I don't know that you could guarantee 5 every year.
I'm just not a huge fan of an expansion. I feel like I'd like to just stay where we're at.
Yeah. To me, it devalues the regular season.
We were afraid that when we expanded the playoffs that the regular season would be a problem. And I don't feel like that's the case anymore, man. No. I felt like, hell, we were watching Texas A&M, like we thought maybe that was the buy-in game so I feel like, no, let's just keep it the way it is. Let's don't expand it anymore.
But what it has devalued for sure is this weekend, these conference championships.
Without a doubt. Because now we're going into this game with the argument that it doesn't matter if you lose. Literally, the committee has told us that. So, yeah, that got devalued years
and
ago.
We got, again, I don't give 2 shits about Big Ten, but it's 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
I don't hear anybody really talking about it because it's just like, well, whoever wins will be 1, whoever loses will probably be 3. You know, it's like, what an exciting matchup, you know?
I know. And it's the same. These guys have been here in Atlanta a million times, you know?
Right. Brandon Rodarte. Sucks Texas won't make the playoff this year. You can kiss the good out-of-conference games goodbye. August, September from here on out. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Sark's already saying they're going to.
Why would you?
They may get out of Ohio State next year.
I think he makes a good point. Why would you stick around?
Mm-hmm.
Hell, we expand. We got nothing in return. It'd be one thing if we got some guaranteed in or something like that, but we're going to 9 SEC games. So that's my out of conference game right there. It sucks. It sucks. But, at least it's not 5 out of conference games or something.
And then Freedom Van, appreciate you. Give us $10, Shane. Are you sure it's the best ranked conference champs and not the best record team of each Power Four? No. It's the playoff for sure is the 5 highest ranked conference champions.
Yeah.
So most people read that as the Power 5 champs. Now we're down to Power 4, obviously, but it's the highest ranked conference champions. So we guarantee 5, and then 7 at large.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's how we can get to a situation where the ACC doesn't get a team in, because they have but like one team ranked.
Remember old Latchley or whatever his name? He's talking about how great that conference is. So great they can't even send their conference winner in.
Hey, but we do. Let's move on to this, Shane, because I thought this was pretty awesome. Old Sumrall.
Yeah.
Down here in Florida, came right out. I'll give him credit. He didn't nail it, I didn't think. But he brought the jokes, Shane.
Going through the process of making decisions on jobs this time of year, maybe not being ideal coaching in the season. There's very few people that you can trust to maybe have that conversation with about what it's like to go through this, because it's unique. And I do want to be very direct on one thing, and you may or may not appreciate this, but Lane Kiffin and I have been going through the same thing, and we've talked a lot. We were both in agreement that I was the right man for this job. All right? So he co-signed on that. Lane's a dear friend, and I have to poke a little fun at him.
All right, so if I'm a diehard Florida fan,
you son of a...
I do not want him mentioning Lane Kiffin in the press conference, but again, he's got a sense of humor. I do appreciate that.
I do. I was trying to figure out where that was going when he first started it. And it's tough, man, especially when you got this joke on your mind, because I do this sometimes, and then you're like, oh, this is going to hit. And then you're saying it, and as you're saying, you're like, I don't think this is going to hit, but
right.
You're already halfway there, so you have to commit to it, I feel like that's kind of what happened here. He's like, oh, they're going to eat this up. And as he's going, he's seeing a lot of serious face in the crowds.
Yeah, and shout out Liquid Shane on the Discord channel.
Yeah.
He posted a video of Jon Sumrall picking up a water bottle just without ease, opening the top. He said, This man's already an upgrade over the last guy. If you remember, he couldn't get a damn water bottle open. But, aside from that awkward joke, he nailed it. Yeah. I thought he did a hell of a job selling his vision. And here was my really my favorite part of the whole thing. A little bit quicker here.
Well, I don't hire my friends. Honestly, when I took my first head coaching job, I lost some friends, maybe, or at least for a little while. They were like, I thought we were buddies. I'm like, we are. That doesn't mean you're the right fit here.
So, not hiring his buddy, Shane. Too many of these damn guys.
Yeah.
Including your coach Heupel over here. I just got too many buddies around.
Yeah.
You gotta, and he's already gone out. Now I saw in the comments, they're like, well, it's his buddy. I don't know that for a fact, but he coached with Brad White up at Kentucky. Now he's brought in Brad White, defensive coordinator, to be Florida defensive coordinator, obviously. And Brad White, for a couple of years, the Kentucky defense kind of lost its way.
Yeah.
But I thought they were back this year. He is a hell of a defensive coordinator. And Kentucky, more often than not, I think this kind of goes without saying, they were at a talent disadvantage in the Southeastern Conference, and they're still able to put out some really good defenses.
Yep. Develop
some guys. They got a lot of defensive backs and linemen to the NFL. I think with a massive upgrade in talent that he'll have to work with in Gainesville, I think it will prove what a good defensive coordinator Brad White is.
And identifying talent, right? I feel like a lot of times there's 2 or 3 guys on that Kentucky squad that maybe 24 or on 3, or these guys weren't catching, then all of a sudden they're becoming an athlete that's, potentially going to be playing on Sunday. So I feel like that's a fantastic hire. But I tell you, man, you're either going to like Jon or hate Jon. And that's a tough Florida. I always like listening to the media. Florida media is tough, right? They're very direct. the man with the golden hair. He don't mess around. He tells you he wants to know exactly what's going on. But I tell you, Jon is a football guy, man, and he ain't like Billy Napier. There won't be any. We're going to have some explosive plays in that media room. I can already tell you right now.
Yeah, and real quick, I got another thought on that, Shane.
Yeah.
But shout out our guy Shin. Give us $10. I missed this one. He actually gave me $5 to say, hey, go back to read my $10. Just a little backstory. I was raised in Indiana, moved to Texas after the military. Thank you for your service, Shin.
Thank you.
Been a Texas fan forever, but Indiana has a special place in my heart, not a one-off. So, all right, we will forgive that because you served. But other than that,
but at the end of this show, it's over. Thank you for your service, cuz.
But no, so what are the sticking points? And I have this on good authority, and this is being widely reported now, but Lane was very uncomfortable with Scott Strickland. Basically, Scott Strickland screwed that whole Kiffin deal up. But Strickland wanted an NFL GM. Kiffin was not comfortable with that. And Jon Sumrall, so they got this GM, I think his name's David Caldwell from the NFL. He was with the Eagles previously, before that, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he was asked, Sumrall was asked, did you have a relationship with this guy? He said, no, I basically just met him. I met him when I got down here, basically, is what he said. Now, again, is that terrible? No, but now we're in a weird spot with, who's making roster decisions, who's got final authority. You're not hiring a guy from the NFL to be your GM to sit back here and twiddle his thumbs. So we may have already created a little bit of an issue. Now, maybe these guys get along famously, and I do think you should have a GM. I think it's a mistake. Georgia doesn't have one. Tennessee doesn't have one. They're doing pretty good last time I checked. So it's not a necessity, but I do think it's very helpful. But NFL and college is obviously very different.
Yeah.
Any issue there you think, Shane, with basically they hired a GM and a coach, and I don't know that I know they don't have any relationship, and we don't know how this pairing will work.
It's a coin toss, right? And I would like to say that it does work. And in fact, maybe Jon coming from Tulane, he was at Kentucky. But again, this may be something that is good for him, right? Because you get down here, that's a different animal. And, to take some of that pressure off is exactly what a GM is good for. So I think initially it could be a good thing, but you're right with roster development, roster, expectations. If he's got a vision that doesn't pair well with Jon, and the fact that Scott which one did he hire first? So I mean that should be a telltale. But if something goes wrong, somebody's going to get blamed in that relationship, and it sure hell ain't the AD.
Not if he can help it,
Yeah, exactly.
All right, then how about your guy, Shane? I thought he nailed it too. Mr. Alex Golesh coming down here, giving his all for War Dam.
At the end of the day, I can't wait to the fall. 88,043 to cheer on our guys and give this fan base exactly what you deserve. I'm humbled, I'm honored, I'm so grateful to be here. This is a dream come true. To be the head football coach at Auburn University, to represent this fan base, I'm beyond grateful for you choosing me, Jon. I'm gonna pay it back tenfold, man. I will give this fan base, the alumni base, the former players, and everybody involved with this university, every single bit of everything I got. I'm grateful, I'm humbled, I appreciate you. And War Damn Eagle. Let's rock.
Whoa, Shane. This is the guy here. This is your guy.
Yes, sir.
And then today, anybody that missed it, great news for Auburn fans, obviously. DJ Durkin retained.
Yeah.
So now you got one of the best defensive coordinators in the Southeastern Conference. He's bringing Cody Burns up from South Florida. He was at Tennessee previously. He's Cody Burns played at Auburn, so he knows the landscape. So he's got both his coordinators already in fold there. What's your thoughts on old Alex Golesh?
Maybe I should move Auburn up, right? Because the key is retaining staff and players, and I feel like that was a big step there. But I like this, man. I thought it was funny. Golesh, after the old Arkansas thing, he came out and he says, "Hey, listen. I'm not smart enough." This is literally what he said. Of course, I'm paraphrasing. I'm not smart enough to talk about another job hire while I'm in the season. And then it's like, Auburn wants to hire you. See ya. I just, oh my gosh, I felt bad for them Razorbacks. But yeah, man, this was a home run hire. And I'll tell you, I didn't hire Golesh to be great at the podium. I hired Golesh to be great at offense, to make this place exciting again, and I feel like that's exactly what he's going to do. So, yeah, this team will be night and day different than it was this season, and Tiger fans should be really happy.
And maybe, Shane, the most important aspect of the presser, does Alex Golesh golf?
My question to you is, do you like to play golf?
So it's a setup question. Been here long enough to know that. So my little man, Barrett, loves golf. And Corbin used to, and she's now super into cheerleading and flag football, so she's just doing it as a hobby now. And my wife is an elite golfer. I like football more than golf. And I'm terrible.
Well, he's got that in common with you, Shane.
Yeah, that's why you practice. Just not during the season.
But he was prepared for that. He nailed it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it was coming. But, hey, it's good to see some smiles in that room, ain't it? It's been a long time.
It has. And I think Auburn's going to be significantly better next season. But, yeah, so, again, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Tomorrow, again, we got Silverfield.
Yeah.
I don't know. At some point, I'll learn his name, probably by the time he's out the door. We got Pete Golding, and I believe Will Stein. Yeah, Will Stein tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So we'll have more from the other coaches. We got tomorrow. Again, it's signing period, which is insane. But, man, a lot going on in the SEC.
Yeah, absolutely. And stay tuned. That's why you got to keep those notifications on. And please, before you leave, hit that thumbs up, man. If you're happy with your coach, hit that thumbs up. If you hate your hire, please put that thumbs up. We'll get to that as well.
Hey, old Chewy Cauldron, Shane. Let's hope from here on out our coaches call games to win, not to boost individual award campaigns. Gig 'em. And then we had Kenny Powers, 89, cool name, at home, on the road, in a dark alley. We're just here to play the damn game. Boomer, cousins.
Out of the two coaches that we saw today, we'll do the rest tomorrow. But which one would you prefer to have a drink with right now? We only saw two, so Sumrall and because Lane's out, right?
Right.
You know,
yeah, he's sober.
Yeah.
What would he be drinking? He'd be drinking like
water and like a one of those,
Yeah.
But it's like exactly the same size as the glass. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen those? They're like, it's like a shot glass that's longer and it's got the perfect cucumber or like a lime right there. Fancy. That's what he's drinking. Bush Light for Sumrall. Maybe still got a few.
You know
of them
who
back.
that remind me of?
Who's that?
And I'm not going to call him out personally because I don't want to burn any bridges. But it reminded me of people we saw at media days where Shane was like, "Yeah, that tracks," while he's drinking his Coors Light. Hey, Freedom Fan, do we know if keeping DJ was part of the Golesh hire? I do not know that, but I heard that was a sticking point for old Jon Sumrall. That's.
We all know what the Russians drinking.
Oh yeah, sorry. To go back to your question, who would I?
The comrade.
Yeah, probably him.
Yeah, I'd probably go. John seems a little intense right now, you know?
Yeah.
He's like it'd be like hanging out with, what's that guy that runs all the time? And he'd call me names I know if we were next to each other. You know what I'm saying? He's on Rogan.
Goggins?
Yeah, David Goggins. God, he'd hate me. Ugh. John just seems like he'd have me in the gym working out before the drinking sesh is over.
Well, I know who doesn't hate you.
Who's that?
Legend, Cousin JR has done it again.
Thank you, cuz.
Thank you, JR. He gifted Freedom Underground. And then we had Token. He gifted a membership, Shane, to Geo Tigers. Appreciate you, Token.
Thank you, Token.
And then we had Steven Up.
Good.
Always
Roll
showing
Tide.
up for them boys in Tuscaloosa. It's Steven Up. Roll Tide.
Thank you, Steven Up. He gifted Georgia Girl 91. Shin, appreciate you, buddy. He gifted
Thanks,
5
cuz.
memberships. Shane, Silky Johnson, Ben McGonigal, Robert Mackenberg, Gatlin Bivens, and Phil Del Sol. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad. And then we had
Thank you, Sheehan.
Thank you. One more. We had Chewy Calderon. All of y'all, welcome
to the family.
And Shin, one more here. He said, Old Lane be drinking Shirley Temple. Oh, buddy.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, fancy waters. I know it.
Hey, we did one last thing. I keep saying that, but we didn't even talk SEC championship. So much going on. But does it surprise you at all the footballs favor Alabama? Now, again, this is only a 2-point spread, so
Yeah.
should be a close one. And in fairness, you know, even though the footballs favor Alabama, Shane, not by a wide margin. So
Right.
it's certainly not any kind of blowout anticipated. But does that surprise you at all?
Maybe a little bit, but like you said, maybe some of these should have been darker green. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is a pretty close football match, and honestly, we've got to see it before, so we kind of know what we're doing. I feel like this is going to be more of a battle of coaches, right? You know, now that they've kind of. I feel like what's his name's Ryan Grubbs kind of gave up a few of his trick plays already, so he's gonna have to dig deep in the bag for this one. But I feel like this is going to be a spectacular game, man. It's going to come down the wire.
Yeah, how many more tricks could he have up his sleeve? You know what?
Oh, he's saving one. He's saving one. Been a while since we've seen Big Boy run with the football.
All right, so hey, tomorrow signing day. Who knows?
Yeah.
Might be some emergencies if called upon. We should have a lot of good content coming your way. Anything else, Shane? Before we hop off the line?
No. So we're just going to cover that tomorrow. Is that what you were wanting to do? No mailbag or
I
anything?
don't know. I think we haven't done a mailbag in a while. I was thinking maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, with the new coaches, let's do some mailbag. Yeah, so be sure to get yours in. We'll be posting it here in a minute on the YouTubes, also the Twitters. So Official Cousins will get your questions asked and answered. So JP, speaking of cousin, true legend, JP here. Shout outs go to Cousin JR, Tolkien, Carl Judkins, Shin, Stephen Up, Doug B10, 110, Howdy, Saw 'em Off, Colton Silcox, Tammy B, Chase Moore, Brandon Rodderf, Freedom Van, Chewy Calderon, and Kenny Powers. I butchered them all, and I apologize. Thank you, guys. Appreciate every one of you. I don't know how to read.
Hooked on Phonics coming your way, buddy.
How's that not a sponsor?
Hey, buddy, this beer's for you, Mike, and Cousin Shane. That SEC podcast loves the Pirate, and the Pirate loves that SEC podcast. Hail State.